Let's see. Oh, it looks like some people are in here. Maybe they're gone. Who knows? But I'm starting now. Hi, welcome. Forgive me for taking my time, but I kind of had to like clear my head and then get some things in order. Forgive me for the delay. Just gotta make sure it's all good. You know what I'm saying? I like what I see. I like what I'm looking at. I feel comfortable. Everybody comfortable. Because we about to go talk about this Drake reading really quick. I'm looking for a card to represent him because he is a Scorpio. So, funny enough, I was doing a bit of research, right? And when I was doing this research, I found it to be a bit interesting because I was like really interested in like knowing. I get interested in learning like the origins of people's names. You know what I mean? Like the significance of names and the state of like what they mean. You know what I mean? And how they're actually applied to like ancient information, basically. Like, I don't know, I like making little connections like that. So basically with this individual, which I'm going to be using as his card because he's a Scorpio, so I'm using the King of Cups for him. And then for my Oracle deck, I don't know why, but I just keep getting the feeling, and you guys can help me decide, like, because I'm super indecisive at times. You guys can choose between which card he should be, because this is more so like a water sign card versus this one. I'm kind of choosing this one based off of looks, kind of, but you guys can like make up your mind like on which one that you want. If you want the thinking man or man holding heart, as far as it representing Drake. So you guys can decide which one. In the meantime, while you guys are voting, I often tell people, those that support what I do, love what I do, even if it's $2, $5, $1, a sticker, liking, subscribing, sharing, telling people about me, whatever the situation may be, I appreciate all of the love, all of the support while I'm doing this, because this is what I love to do. I love entertaining you guys, but I also love being able to feel valuable as well. So donate in the super chat. You all can hit me up at Queen Prodigy 369 for Cashapp, or you can use Queen Prodigy 369 at Gmail if you want to have a personal consultation with me, or if you want to donate via PayPal, Google Pay, Zelle, Mama got it all. If you need Venmo, it's Queen Prodigy Queen dash Prodigy dash 369, whichever way. Y'all let me know. It's all in the description below. Support your girl, okay? Because I'm the real deal, and I love the fact that people, you know, support what I do. So let me see what the votes are so far. To me, it looks pretty tied. So let's see. I keep getting the tied energy. I'm gonna see if anybody can make a deal breaker between these two cards. Which one should represent Drake? Thinking man or a man holding a heart? Okay, so one last go around. Alrighty, I'm gonna just give it like a few more seconds. So far it looks like thinking man is winning. I'm gonna see if there's anybody else that switched that up for a minute, because okay, cool, so we're just gonna go with that. So let's go ahead and begin, because I'm gonna get into some details. For instance, the word Drake. Okay, I think thinking man won. Everybody done said thinking man. Okay, so that's it is what it is, right? So I'm gonna put this card off to the side, and I'm using my regular deck, okay? And we're just gonna focus on his energy. His birthday is October 24th, 1986, okay? And we're just gonna see what his energy is like, the things that are on his mind, or what's going on within his life, basically. And we'll just go forward with that. Well then, so there seems to be a situation in regards to his career, but also his love life. He seems to be getting into like some sort of disagreement with someone. I feel like there's aspects in his life to where he is expected to, I guess you can say, kind of fulfill specific traditions that are going on with him. And I'm going to show y'all the cards in a minute. I'm just trying to light this sage really quick. Okay? So, let me show y'all. Here you go right here. Alright? This is on his crown, okay? For some reason, he's trying to get away from something. And this could be like some sort of aspect of constantly giving. It's about probably giving to someone and not necessarily wanting to give more than they feel that they are willing to give, basically. I'm gonna just leave it at that. And the situation is the Hierophant card. This is a conversation talking about marriage for whatever reason. And he's placing, it's like someone is, that makes sense. So somebody's being chosen for him, or was chosen for him. And he's not really feeling it. Like, there's like too many disagreements. There's too many different aspects of arrangement that are going on with this particular situation. This seems like, this is kind of like a marriage not from a space of love. I feel like this is more out of like convenience. And when I say convenience, I mean to kind of make business look a certain way, or to have a specific image, you know, like, or to have like a specific presentation, if that makes sense. Okay, he is kind of expressing that. And I'm going to get into some deep stuff. You guys can ask questions below. Oh, and also, those that donate and that are asking questions, those people get priority, straight up. So that's how I'm going to be doing this. To not look gay, says Jillian. Honey, I was about to get into some shit because it was showing me the 8 of Swords. This is where shit is about to get juicy. Because I'm trying to figure out who this is right here, this King of Wands. And from what is being expressed to me is that this seems like an old friend or somebody that's been around for quite some time throughout his career and his success. And it's just kind of showing me like a couple of things, you know what I'm saying? Like, these are some very interesting cards. And I mean, no judgment. Like, it is what it is. But let's not play games, you know what I mean? I just feel like he's denying himself of what makes him happy, to be completely honest with you. And I mean, people in the industry know, basically. I mean, there's certain people in the industry that kind of knew about what's good, and I guess dealt with certain consequences because of what's the truth, and you not wanting the truth to get out there. So anyway, where them donations at? Because I ain't about to be on here for too long, truly. So, all right, let's see. When he coming out to the public, oh child. I'm trying to, I mean, I just kind of feel like there's just certain things that is like acceptable and unacceptable, you know, like in standards of pressure. And it's not only like just pressure from an industry standpoint. I think it's pressure from a religious standpoint as well, because the Hierophant card in the situation primarily talks about like just feeling like shame, or just feeling like they're going against something, you know what I'm saying, that they know is like morally not okay for whoever is putting that judgment on them. But I don't know. So basically what I'm doing is, let me show y'all real quick. I'm placing this card, the King of Wands, on his crown. And I just want to see what the fuck that's about, basically, who this person is. Okay. I'm gonna need them donations because I'm about to lay down some tea, and she ain't working for free, bruh. So let me have me a little sip real quick because I am gonna get into this. But oh, hey. For whatever reason, this usually doesn't happen, but YouTube was interrupting my life, like, or something happened. I don't know. All of a sudden, it's just like people got real sensitive because I was about to say some things on YouTube, and I guess they wanted to just. I've never had that happen, like to where they just kicked me out the live, bruh. Like where they just kicked me out the live because apparently, you know, I'm supposed to be fake and I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But when I start talking about some real shit, thank you so much, Nikki. Thank you for your love, support. I truly appreciate that. But every time I say some real shit, that's when people start to get nervous. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I ask people to support what I do because it's not easy. And love you too, Nikki. Thank you so much for the support, babes. I really appreciate that. But I really do be saying some real shit. And I just kind of feel like, you know, people, it's a part of the fact that I feel like living your truth is more important than living a lie. But this industry, it keeps saying error sending message. Are you talking about through the super chat? If that's an issue, you can definitely, yeah, chat with Discord. Yeah, I think I have a Discord. I'm gonna figure out how to work that thing out, truly, and then let you guys know. But no, now what, Hilda? I'm trying to understand what you mean. I guess, like regarding to what, to the live, or I'm not too sure. I'm a little confused. Thank you, Mary. I was deleting my messages. Okay. Yes, the live. Okay. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Maybe come back out and come back in. I don't know. I'm not too sure. Thank you, Maya, for the donation. Thank you for sending it through Cashapp at Queen Prodigy 369. I appreciate that. Again, personal consultations, you can hit me up through IG at Queen Prodigy 0369. You guys can donate through Queen Prodigy's 369 at Gmail, through PayPal, whatever you choose to use, Super Chat. It is all available to you. So let me go ahead and get to this because, like I said before, people getting their feelings about me. Let me try to resend my message. Okay, no problem. I thank you. I appreciate the love anyway, regardless of what it is. So, getting back to him, this has something to do with some level of partnership, okay? This is more so of like a business partnership to what this is describing to me. And they work with each other, and it's been pretty stressful. It's been a bit of a burden, because I keep feeling like this information, like, I'll just say it like this. The information between these two has kind of been circulating. So that's why he's putting the Ten of Swords here in the past, trying to, I guess, probably, like, again, feeling a bit depressed or feeling like they have to detach themselves from this. But they really don't want to move anywhere. Like, it's showing me the Eight of Cups in the situation. Like, don't nobody, even though they're like, oh, we need to separate, we need to just go our own ways, or, you know, maybe there's too much speculation going on within the industry or what people are talking about. It's very hard for them to kind of like maintain distance away from each other. And that's kind of what this card is explaining to me with the Eight of Cups. Okay, so moving forward, the World's card. I don't know when this is coming out, or maybe it has come out, but this is in the near future with the World card, okay? World card usually describes like things that are kind of like going on online right now, like, you know, social media, things like that. So I know that he has his home wherever that is, but he has another home on the West Coast. And it seems like when he has that home on the West Coast, that's when he's able to meet up with this person. The Ace of Cups, again, this is talking about like, it just feels like new love. And then they kind of have to separate. They kind of have to like go about their business or whatever. But yeah, so it's just a very convoluted situation that he's in. Now I don't know Sophia's or Sophie, the baby mama, her date of birth like that. I don't know that stuff, but I do have her name. I think I'm probably gonna try to find the card or see what card that you guys want to choose for her. Hi, you guys, welcome. Um, YouTube love censoring people. Oh goodness, I don't know nothing about that. I just be doing my thing. Hi, Oriah. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. I seen Oriah and what's his name? What's his name? Chat Oriah. Oh my God, how can I forget his name? Young Pharaoh. So I fucks with Young Pharaoh. I like conscious things like that. And sometimes I just be popping up in people YouTube and stuff like that. So shout out to the Young Pharaoh. I appreciate what he does. Sometimes it's I just get concerned for my people and just making sure that I guess, you know what I'm saying, that he's like looking after himself, I guess, like, and people are really looking after him, and because he's putting out a lot of information out there, and you don't find that many real ones out here. You understand what I'm saying? So I appreciate those that see conscious people and that support conscious people, you know what I'm saying? Because we really do put in the truth out here, and if they start censoring videos, because Young Fair actually complained about this. I'm gonna get back to the reading in a minute, but I feel like I need to say this for the sake of my own channel. Like, Young Fair was talking about how people are starting to censor his videos or some shit. Oh, okay. So that's her birthday? Cool. But just censor certain videos and things like that. And I noticed that too, that sometimes YouTube will take their time trying to upload videos that I post. So that's the reason why it's important for people, like I said, to support through Super Chat or to donate or to like and subscribe or to recommend people, because we really do work hard. We are really authentic people out here doing our thing. And I don't make people comment in my comment section saying, yo, she's accurate, because I'm talking to multiple different people that I'm working with to like get the point across that this ain't no joke. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I'm doing is for real, regardless of what's been lied about me, slandered about me. And the only reason why that happened is probably because of the fact that I know the truth so much, and it freaking terrifies the shit out of them. And I understand that, and that's all good. But I tell the truth. That's what I do. That's what I get paid to do. People call me because they want me to be honest. So I'm going to use the Oracle card for Drake, and then we're going to ask about Sophia. So let me just try to find her card, okay? Okay, I'm gonna use that one. So this is her card right here, okay? I know that she's an Aquarius, but actually, let me try to find that other card too, and you guys can make a decision. I like it when you guys choose the Oracle cards. I really do. I feel like I love engaging with you all as much as possible. I love it when you guys tell me, yo, do a reading on this, do a reading on that, whatever. I thought she might have been older too, but hey, makeup, people live differently. I'll just leave it at that. Life happens. That's why I tell people, when it comes down to certain things that you do, I'm just saying. So these two cards right here, let's get back to the story. Which one do you guys want to choose for her? Do you think this one would be Sophia, or do you think the thinking woman? So woman holding coin or thinking woman? You all decide, you all get to choose, and then we'll move forward from there. So you guys let me know. Thinking woman, let's see, woman holding a coin. I got one vote. Thinking woman, oh shit, well, it looked like woman holding a coin. Definitely dominated. Okay, let's keep it pushing. So, we're just going to see how I guess he don't feel nothing. He just pushed the bitch out the way. We're gonna see how he feel about her, basically. Like for real, the car just fell like he just pushed her out of the way. Is that a sign? I don't know. Because the thing that just kind of bothered me, and just, you know, even with this whole situation, it's like, yes, he has a child, all this other stuff, but it just kind of gets to me because I said certain things about this particular situation and how people dirty with their magic and what they be doing behind the scenes. But I just kind of find it strange that, you know, people wanted to kind of get rid of their own kid, but they take a father away from their own child. I'm just saying. Anyway, let's just turn over these cards. Oh, child. Oh, honey. Okay. Hold on, let me have a sec. Okay. T round, part 2. Okay. So this is how he really feels. Again, support, donate, appreciate it. There's 30 people up in here. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the love and the support. Can't stress that enough. So here we go. This is his card right here. All right. So here he go right here. This is her right here. So the thing that's so interesting about this is that, like, this is in the subconscious mind. There's a lot of anxiety between him and her. And I just kind of feel like it's a bit extra. I'm telling you, you guys want me to speak on certain things, y'all gonna have to pay me. I'm tired of playing games with y'all. Like, y'all gonna have to pay me to talk about extra things like that. So come on. But anyway, keeping it pushing. Like, there's some anxiety. I don't think that she's able to really sleep too comfortably, and I don't know why, but I think I do know why. But I just kind of feel like she doesn't feel super comfortable in this situation. He's placing the walking away card in the root, like being completely cut off and not wanting to engage with her as much as possible. To my understanding, it seems like she was kind of at a crossroads before, to where she was speaking to him, but also I feel like there was somebody else, like probably like a true love that she really cared for, that she kind of put on the back burner to be with him, basically. I don't know what this envy card is there for. I don't know what he's jealous of her for. Maybe it could be the fact that he's watching her. Well then, you know, that's the group's opinion, you know what I'm saying? A bit of envy, I'm not too sure what that's about, like why there's like so much envy, or maybe it's about certain people getting attention due to this person being famous. You know what I'm saying? And not really wanting this person to get any type of notoriety or attention for being affiliated with them. He keeps going back and forth about making decisions pertaining to this situation. But he finally does make a situation, and it looks very hostile. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. It seems pretty hostile. Because at the end of the day, I'm assuming the only thing that he really wants is to have some level of like appreciation, or some level of, like I said, it's like notoriety for oneself. You know what I mean? Keeping the notoriety to one person. If that makes sense. It's kind of like, there's a lot of like emotional manipulation when it comes down to his thought process, basically. So it's like when he's thinking about things, it's not from the perspective of being genuine. I'm sorry, that's not what I feel. What I feel is this comes from a perspective of like emotional manipulation. Does that make sense? Like how to emotionally manipulate people to buy into me. Like, that's just, I'm just telling y'all what it is. Like, that's what I feel. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sugarcoat shit. And I'm sorry if you don't fucking like it, go about your business. Like, that's just kind of how I feel. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it is. So, and like I said, I mean, maybe certain things are just kind of in the way because people, I kind of feel like he gets pressure to kind of be this family person, and he kind of feels bound to it in some way, like kind of feeling responsible to want to having to convey this aspect of themselves or of himself that he just does not agree with. Like, he's just like, I'm not in full agreement with it. I'm just gonna ask about the child, I guess, how that all came about, if there was anything sincere there, like as far as like feelings or what was the connection in that situation, because it just seems like he's extremely dismissive towards his baby mama. Like, he just can't really deal with her for whatever reason. Yeah, like he can't deal with her. Like, he just don't want to deal with her like that. So let me just see what that's about. Again, donate in the super chat below, send me stickers. All right, let me see. Oh, okay. Gotcha. So, I'm gonna explain this to you guys. Okay? Deep breath. Let me take a drink real quick. All right. So, just talking about romantic feelings, okay? The angel of love is in the subconscious mind, okay? So it isn't, there was an indication of having some sort of romantic feelings there, but he is positioning this in the past, walking away for whatever reason, like not being too attached to it, basically. He's thinking about his own personal success at the end of the day and how other people, like herself, fit into his storyline. I'm just gonna say it like that because that's what's being interpreted to me. This is the contract card. And this is where things get a little interesting, basically. When it comes down to this contract card, it's kind of like, don't expect more. I just keep hearing, do not expect more than what we agreed to. Does that make sense? It kind of feels like it's just arranged in a certain way. Does that make sense? Like, things are kind of arranged for things to happen to fulfill other people's happiness, if that makes sense, for his own family. But he just keeps saying, like, placing this contract in the situation, especially pertaining to aspects of like marriage and things like that. He's like, this is not it. This is not where it's at. He's like, show me the heartbroken card, but I feel like this is more so for her because I think she probably really cared for him and loved him. But for him, it's just business. Like, that's just how I see it. He's more so focused on aspects of his own personal love life and trying to kind of mold and create this perfect person. But he wants it to be in a position to where he can, to where it's still about aspects of being able to control the dynamic between these two. Okay? Like, he plans certain things out. Basically, yeah, that's who I was talking about earlier, if you weren't paying attention, to the Queen of Coins. But what he's trying to do for his own ideal, I'm sorry, sometimes I get distracted when I read people's comments and I'm like, bro, I'm talking about it right now. But anyway, like planning out certain things like pertaining to like how he visualizes what he wants. You know what I'm saying? Everything's supposed to be written into like storyline or into a plan the way that he expects it to go. So basically, let's just explain this relationship of what he wants if he's going to choose a wife or somebody like that. He's going to travel, okay? He's going to do what he wants to do, basically. And then it's going to be turned into a situation to where this is primarily about money. You understand? I don't know what this is, but it's just constantly saying, like, if I'm getting into anything serious with anybody, this is strictly about money. And he just keeps expressing, like, as far as like being a suit or a match to this person, like, I can't, there's like some sort of, like, again, it's a deception, dealing with aspects of attachment, but not fully investing his emotions into the people that he's pursuing from a feminine perspective, I guess. And that's just kind of how I see it. Like, that's just kind of how he's kind of showing it to me, or what I'm picking up from the energy. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what else is going on in these comments. It's sad Drake treated Malaya, and okay, let's just be for real. When it comes down to like these other girls like Malaya, and like, I think what Drake was going through was like a phase of trying to save different women and do different things like that. But I just don't think that he was being sincere and true to himself all along. So how can that, you know, be a thing? And how can anybody treat anybody better if they're kind of, you know, not really being who they are? Does that make sense? Like, they're not being true to who they are supposed to be. And would people actually accept him? You know what I'm saying? Let's see. They only had sex twice, never planned to be there. But who was that for, basically? Because I don't think that he did that for the sake of, how can I say it? I just kind of feel like things were supposed to like kind of, let's just say it like this. Let's just say mom wants a child, right? Mom wants to make sure that she has a child, okay? And it's a situation to where, you know, she probably knows the truth about her son. Who's willing to do that? Of course, you're only gonna probably try to do something right twice to see if things kind of like happen the way that it happens. And then what if it's a situation to where he's changing his mind at the last minute? You see what I mean? Like, not sure if that's what he really wants to do, but it's already been done, basically. Wow. He really, I'm telling you, look at this. Okay, because I'm making sure that I'm not making no shit up in my motherfucking mind, because when I'm turning over these cards ain't playing no games. Like, let's just see what these cards have to say while we're talking about this, right? Again, being generous, being stressed out by female energy that keeps getting him to do things that he doesn't want to do. Placing the Empress card, which is like motherhood, or dealing with a female energy that's like mother, stressing him out. He's not too happy about certain things or whatever it is, but he wants to place it into a position to where he knows that he's trying to kill rumors. This Page of Swords in the situation is like constantly trying to kill what the thought processes of what people are saying or think, if that makes sense. You see what I'm saying? And he was going back and forth. I think that he went back and forth about this situation, dealing with this person. Okay, I got her birthday, so I don't know. People gave me different birthdays. I'm just going off of like what the cards are telling me. I've been using it as this card. I don't know which card to use, but I was using the Queen of Cups for her. So this is something to where I feel like Sophie is probably just trying to please mom. To be quite honest with you, I think mom likes her a lot. That's just my own personal opinion. That's something that she would probably prefer for her to like you know, get close to. Yeah, she's probably a Leo. Again, people were giving me different birthdays apparently, so I don't know if she's a Capricorn and Aquarius, whatever. I just use this card as her card for the Queen of Cups, and then I use the Queen of Coins for her card. But if I'm focused on her energy, then it's still gonna be what it is, basically, because I had a feeling I'm like, I'm not too sure about this girl's birthday, and people keep giving me different shit, so I don't know what's real. She has the same face as his mom. It's weird. Isn't that crazy? It's like she chose, like, I really feel like the girl was chosen. Like, honestly, like, it's just something that's chosen. I mean, moving forward, it's just about raising the child, and like, she's more peaceful about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's more peaceful about it as long as like things get taken care of for herself. But I just keep getting the feeling, I kind of feel like she's in a state of paranoia from time to time. Like, I feel like mom is the only thing that's probably protecting her right now. And I really don't know why I'm saying that, but I'm going to say it how I say it and just put it out there because that's how I feel. But what if he just doesn't like women? I mean, I get that you're suggesting all these different women, but I just don't feel like he's into girls. I don't. I mean, that's just how I feel. Listen, and if anybody want to question me about gaydar and different things like that, honey, I know the life. Like, I know gay when I see it, okay? Let's just be for real. I just know gay when I see it. It's no offense, honey. It's nothing personal, even if you're bi or whatever. But I just feel like you have a stronger chemistry with men. And it's nothing personal. And if you want to prove people wrong, then actually be in a relationship instead of dating twins at the same time and like different people. Like, it's just like, are you paying for people's advertisement? Like, that's what I'm starting to realize too. Like, when it comes down to these celebrities and people taking pictures and putting their business on like Shade Room and all these different things like that to promote pictures of them and their children, do you know that they're actually paying for that advertisement in order to get all those clout tokens and to get people to pay attention to them? Like, what exactly is the purpose? I'm just trying to understand. And personally, the way that I feel is basically like when it comes down to him, I just kind of feel like this, for him, it's like I said, he grew up in this industry. You know what I'm saying? Like, he grew up in this particular industry and, you know, he was kind of breaded into this industry. And you can love who you love. There's no question about that. Do what you do. You know what I'm saying? Love who you love. Love who you love. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all good. But it's just a situation to where I just kind of feel like, are you being true to yourself? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you being real with who the fuck you really are? And I do kind of feel like the industry pulls out like these Drakes and like niggas like him that, you know, there's kind of a common trend. And it's nothing personal, you know what I'm saying? But I just kind of feel like people are giving these particular artists to probably somewhat soothe the palate for the how can I say it? It's kind of like slowly whitewashing an industry. Does that make sense? And I'm trying to say this in the most polite way because I'm not that type of person. I'm not a, you know what I'm saying? I ain't a racist person or whatever it is. I just peep game the way that I see game. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really do firmly believe that melanin has a lot to do with our own personal power, especially in psychic energy and in hip hop or in music for that matter, because that is truly African, realness, basically. And I just kind of feel like certain people are in position to whitewash the industry, and that's just kind of how I feel, and that's kind of what I think Drake is. He's in position to whitewash the industry. Oh, I'm definitely gonna save this. I would like for people to donate so that way I can make sure that I'm saving certain things and that people are actually supporting my work for saying some real shit. That's all I'm asking for. I ain't really asking for too much. I mean, I'd like to keep going in the reading, but I just kind of feel like I need to like sage and do my thing, if that makes sense. Basically, I say how I feel. I don't make up no shit. People sit there and they're just like, oh, well, you said that, you know, this nigga had something to do with so-and-so's death and all this other stuff. And niggas didn't believe me. You understand what I'm saying? I went to people close family. I went to certain people, all this other stuff like that, and said how I felt. And it was still a fucking bullshit story to them. And, you know, they're in full communication with individuals like himself. And I'm just like, oh, wow, okay. But then when a nigga come through and go into sicko mode and then drops a fucking asteroid on a nigga head, that's when people want to believe me. That's when I'm not making no shit up. But people don't understand that when it comes down to magic and different things like that, you know what I mean? People need some sort of like physical and tangible proof when they actually use media, which is a part of magic, in order to convey what they're really doing towards people. Does that make sense? And I just kind of find it to be fucking annoying, like sometimes. Like, I love being a psychic. I love doing what I do, but I kind of hate the fact that people downplay my shit until they need some sort of factual proof, and they still don't respect you. You know what I'm saying? Even when you tell them the truth about how people gonna do some extra shit behind their back and they going after clout, and certain people's sons don't agree with what people are doing, they get fucking offended. But I'm just like, I'm just gonna keep it real anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because when the truth comes out and a bitch slaps you in the face, there you go. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing else to be said because I already said it. So anyway, let me just keep going. Real quick. So basically, back to this. There's only things that he wants for this situation. Again, it's about how do things look. He wants to make sure that things are being fulfilled and how things look on the surface. You understand? He wants the appreciation and the acknowledgement of celebration from how things look on the surface. When it comes down to him traveling, communicating with different people, meeting up with certain people, that's just kind of what it is. Like, it's all good. But I just keep coming into this space to where every time that I'm looking into his love life, for instance, his mind isn't fully invested in what he really wants to invest into. So he's just kind of like, I'm not. It's like him having two decisions to make: to cross the line and to kind of live a life that's fake, or to just be to himself and truly go after what it is that he wants. And this is, I don't know who this is, but this is what he wants, honey. This is a marriage card, okay? Temple path. He feels unsure about crossing certain lines. You know what I'm saying? There's just certain things that are just a little out of balance, but he's like, this is what makes him happy. And I wish that he would just, like, you know, be real with it. There's another baby on the way by who? With whom? Who got another baby on the way? But anyway. Thank you, Brandy, for donating through the Cashapp, which is Queen Prodigy 369. I appreciate it. Oh, word? Woohoo. Woohoo. Oh, maybe that's why there's two females that keep coming up. Because I kept seeing two females. I see like the woman holding a heart, and then I see this woman holding a coin. So there's two, there are two females that are probably coming up. But I just kind of wonder if is it by the same chick or is it somebody else? That's what I want to know, just to confirm if it's another female or not. I'm going to continue on. What do the tea people need? I need people who wants to ask me questions. Let me see. The Thanos Taurus Pusha T exposed Drake for what he is. He was a real one. I mean, a lot. Oh, it's a different female. Okay, so that's the second female. Okay. Who is she? That nigga ain't trying to die out. Oh my God, I hate to say it like that. Because, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, look. The kid is cute. He's a cute kid. You know, blonde hair, blue eyes, everything. But he ain't trying to fade out, bruh. That nigga don't want to fade out. No offense, but it's just from a perspective of like melanin. It's nothing personal. Like, you know, I'm light skinned myself, but I know how to tan, and it's nothing personal. I just think it's just aspects of like survival. You know what I'm saying? It's just aspects of survival, basically. So Drake, the word Drake actually comes from Draco or Dracon or Draconian, okay? Which is an actual constellation that when it's in alignment with the Giza pyramids, that's when Set or the arch nemesis of Orion or Osiris or Horus comes into play to dominate the earth, okay? I'm giving y'all a little history lesson on things that I've learned, right? So basically, what does that have to do with anything? That has a lot to do with the current situation, to where we're under this mass deception about how things are actually being ran in a present draconian, there you go, state of mind and a state of being, and how we actually look at our environment on the outside. Have y'all noticed that even with the music, it just sounds very dull and basic? Like when he first started off, it was really like, you know, romantic, very geared towards the ladies, very like, you know, all that stuff. And then something, like, what happened to him? Did something happen to him where some female like fucked him up and broke his heart or something? Because I just keep getting like this feeling like something changed. You know what I'm saying? And it changed very quickly. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like he was always this hurt. Something really damaged him to the point to where I feel like that's where he takes his aggression out towards either other artists or other people. And maybe it's through hitmen or it's through different things like that. But it's just like, why is you hurt, honey? You know what I'm saying? Why are you so hurt? I'm trying to understand. Why are people so hurt? Let me just continue on. Yes, it's very true. His music changed dramatically. Drake, oh, all right, I was about to read that. Nicki or Rihanna is my guess for what? What are you guessing? Sorry, enough. It's by someone who will never come forward because she is in a serious relationship with someone else and has sex with Drake. Was a fling. Now it seems that she's, oh, so that's the one that has somebody, a secret dude on the side. Okay, well that makes a lot of sense. And he's very jealous of that. Okay. See, he can't control certain things. He wants people to play in his narrative. That's how I feel. Like he wants certain people to play in his narrative. And Sophie seems to be willing to play in the narrative. I just think that he wants this new one to play in his narrative and let him to keep doing what he does on the side and, you know, whatever. But she's not willing to do that. That's kind of how I feel. That's just what I feel, basically. What was somebody asking me about? Hold on, let me scroll down. My guess is Riri. He can't control her either. That makes a lot of sense. Let's see how he feels about Rihanna. Bad gal Riri. I love Rihanna. I love her. I love her. She is beautiful. I'm just gonna use this card. I know when's her birthday? Her birthday's February 20th. I don't remember the year, but I'm gonna use this because she's a Pisces. So I'm gonna use the Queen of Cups, okay? And just like focus on their relationship or their whatever seems to be the thing at the moment or whatever it is. I'm just gonna see how she feels about him. I think that would probably be helpful because I know that there's like a lot of speculation, a lot of different things like that. So Riri's birthday is February 20th, 1988. How does she feel about Drake? I think you guys are enjoying these, like, you know, I know y'all love my dead readings when I do readings on the dead, but I think y'all enjoying these readings I do on people that's alive. So, you know, I think I might keep it going, you know? Let's see how she feels really quick. Okay, let me turn these cards over. She's funny. She is funny. Ooh, okay. Girl, I ain't gonna say nothing but a word. Okay, so shout out to Riri, for real. She a bad bitch. That's all I'm gonna say. She a bad bitch, okay? Like, she just bad. She just a bad bitch, and that's all I'm gonna say. I mean, I'm gonna say some more, but I just kind of feel like I just need to let that be known that she a bad bitch. Oh yes, I should do a reading for her. You're right, because like I love her. She is bad as fuck. Like for real. Like I don't like I mean, excuse me, I do. Well, I don't like everybody like that, but specifically like when it comes down to female Pisces, some of them they cool, some of them they whatever. But she just seems like really down to earth, and that's what I like about her. She stays true to the game. She is not giving him the time of day. She's just letting that be known, like right off the bat. Like I ain't giving this nigga the time of day. Like this nigga keep trying for me, and it's not enough. Like there's just things that she expects. Like there's just certain aspects of what she expects to gain like from this particular situation, and she's just like, I'm not with it, bro. Like you just. I think what it is like she knows her own personal wealth and her own personal level of clout and her own personal aspects of like what she can bring to the table, and I guess maybe he just doesn't fit the bill for her, and that's just kind of what I'm sensing and what I'm feeling. She's cool. She's like, look, it's great working with this person, okay? We can collaborate together. It's great working, with this person. But she gets a bit frustrated when it's coming down to like differences of temperaments, basically. I think that she gets into this space of feeling like he's a bit of a diva and she can't deal with it because like I don't know, she just thinks like certain things are just a bit too demanding, and that's where she's kind of like, I just kind of feel like she quietly moves to the side, I guess you can say, and just lets people do what they do, and then just keeps her distance, basically. Knight of Wands. So basically, I guess he's wanting her to kind of like either travel or like she seems to have like her own little thing going on, basically. And I guess that's in his way, or he knows that like certain people that she's talking to, he kind of feels some sort of way about it. So it's just primarily for him like remaining like in good spirits or in good balance with this, even though he has strong, like a strong attraction to her, but she keeps friend zoning this. Like that's kind of what it is for her. She's like, here's the Two of Swords. This is where I'm drawing the line. Like, we cool. You understand? Like, and when it comes down to her own personal preference, I think she's looking at different opportunities, and I think this is like a separate reading altogether. And I don't want to drop it on here because I kind of feel like I said, if people donating or something, then I'll probably like say some things about her. But I feel like she has a very private romantic life right now, and she has it to where it looks like one thing on the surface, but it's actually something else. And I feel like I need to just like keep that to myself, you know what I'm saying? Because I keep getting this High Priestess card. She's keeping this particular individual a secret, basically. That's kind of like her thing, you know what I'm saying? And she's like madly in love with this person, but she just doesn't want me to. I'm not going to speak on it. This is a reading about Drake. And when people donate and support me and I'll do all that other stuff like that, then I'll do all that shit. But anyway, thank you, my support queen Prodigy 369 Cashapp. Thank you so much. She in another space right now, yes, and I'm definitely gonna probably focus on her. I love her, I really do. Like for real, she seems really down to earth, you know what I'm saying? Like a really cool person. But she's not really playing no games with these niggas out here. Like, that's the feeling that I get from her. Like, I ain't got time to play with these niggas. Like, I'm too grown. I got too many things going on, and I'm not about to. I already went into enough shit. Like, going into enough shit with one man, a couple men, few men here and there. I just don't have. She's not putting up with it. That's just what it is. Does anybody know Adonis's birthday? And I was reading up on his name too. So he has like this very, I guess it's called ruler. I guess the name is ruler in Hebrew or something. But there's also a Greek mythology behind it, to where Adonis, I don't really understand the story. I'm assuming I'm trying to understand if he turns into Aphrodite's lover, or if she's like a form of a mother to take care of him, and then she passes him off to Persephone, the goddess of the underworld. And basically, like, they have to split time because Persephone doesn't want to give him up or something, which makes kind of some interesting, correlations as well. Like, probably the son having to probably split his time between, being with dad, being with mom, being with grandma, or different things like that. Is what that dynamic seems like. But I just want to see how he feel about that. But it seems like he working on baby number 2. October 11th. Oh, so he is that's what came up before. So he's an air sign, because I was like, who is this Page? I'm going to use this. So Page of Swords, okay? It's about his relationship with his son. If you guys have any questions, please ask the questions now, because we about to end this, okay? After this, so if y'all done donating, if y'all ain't got no other questions or nothing like that, then I'm finna close up shop after this. And I appreciate all of y'all support, whatever. I appreciate all of the donations to the super chat, and supporting my channel, and supporting Black-owned businesses and real psychic businesses. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate all that. So thank you guys for subscribing and liking and supporting my video, truly. Okay. Wow. Everything, I'll just say it like this. Everything is not as it seems. Oh, thank you, love. Michelle, thank you so much for the Cashapp donation. Everything is not as it seems. And I'm assuming that like I said, I must be talking about Sophie, because this keeps coming up. Oh, you sent me a question? We can definitely look at Kanye later, Mary. Let me see. What's the beef between him and Chris Brown? All right, so I'm gonna check this out. And also, I forgot to also mention too that I'm gonna get to that in a minute. So basically, the beef between him and Chris Brown. I'm gonna get to that in a minute, but I'm gonna just read somebody's comment who donated to me, and I'm gonna keep their name private, but I'm just like laughing at this girl stuff, because she's like, call him the fuck out, he a fraud. So whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be biased or anything like that. I'm trying to keep it cool or whatever, people know how I feel. But at the same time too, I just like to keep it funky, and if people can't handle the truth, then that's their own fucking problem, and they have to come to terms with their life. Moving forward, I don't know what this is about. Why is there like some sort of restriction when it comes down to this child? It seems like there seems to be an issue with like wanting to kind of stay busy with work. Like kind of just being, again, focusing on work is what it keeps saying to me. Mom, who is Sophie, feels like he's missing out on a lot of like things that just a lot of things in his life. Like, she seems to be the one that has more of the affection for her child, naturally. He just seems to be a bit detached. I don't know what that's about. Wheel of Fortune is in a situation. He seems to be a bit detached. Mom kind of steps in and tries to kind of like rectify certain situations, but he keeps putting up a fight, not really wanting to put in the time, and again, creating stress, moving forward with his own personal decisions and trying to map out the things that he wants for his own life, because let's just be for real, he's fucking egocentric as fuck. And that's how people have to understand, you know, that that's just what it is. Extremely egocentric, wanting to focus on his own career and his own personal successes when it comes down to money. That's just what it is. Look at that, traveling, meeting up with other people, meeting up with other individuals. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it is. I don't know why this tarot card keeps coming up, but they keep talking about little rendezvous or certain things that are coming out to the surface. Now, if y'all see anything like that in the future, y'all better know who y'all gonna come to now. That's all I'm saying. So don't be surprised, because I done told y'all first, and I expect my kudos and my wonderful support and love to be given to me, you know, as it should be, because I ain't playing. I'm surprised you did him, but I'm glad you did so people can see the real him. I feel like you get the energy in good, that energy in the pics. Truly, yeah, absolutely. So let's focus back on a reading on Floyd. Oh, actually, I actually did a reading on that not too long ago for Josie Harris. So someone was mentioning for me to do a reading on Floyd Mayweather's baby mama. I actually already did that. So if you want to see that, you guys can actually go watch that. It's already been done, so it's out there, honey. Just to let you know, it's already out there. So moving back to Chris Brown. Okay, well, I'm just going to use this. So I'm going to use this as Chris, okay, because he's definitely a talker and he doesn't give a fuck about what people think or say. I know he's a Taurus. I don't know his exact birthday, if you want to provide that to me, but I know he is a Taurus. Isn't it like May 4th or May 3rd or some shit? I can't remember. I can't remember people's birthdays like that. What's up with all these Tauruses coming after him? So it's May 5th? Okay. So it's May 5th. So what we want to do is see how people really feel. Like, is it cool between them, or do they really, because I know they did a song, didn't they? Well, they did some shit. So how does Chris Brown feel towards Drake? Honestly, I feel like I already got the answer, but I find it to be a little funny. But I'm just gonna see what these cards have to say first. I want to see what these cards have to say. Taurus gang in the building. Oh shit, where the Taurus at? Bull gang. Okay. Let me get to it. Let's see. So here we go. Here he is. I just want to see how he feels about Drake, basically. Again, he's like, I'm cool working with aspects of partnership. But again, feeling like he has to do all the work, and then this person just kind of jumps in and does what they want to do. It's a very, like I said, it's kind of like a situation to where it's like, okay, like doing certain things just to make sure family cool, you know, things is popping or whatever. But he keeps putting the Two of Pentacles in the situation. So that would indicate to me that it's either like hit or miss for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just kind of depends on how certain things are coming out. But he's looking at it as like a hit or miss. Feeling a bit indecisive about like continuing certain business relationships with him or being able to walk away. Because I guess there's something else that has been talked about or that's going on that a lot of people ain't talking about. But he's waiting for the right person to actually step up and to actually spit about this particular situation. Pertaining to this man's secrets. Pertaining to his secrets, they're saying that this probably won't actually come out until probably moving into like fall, moving into like winter. But this is just talking about aspects of his own personal, I guess it's kind of like people talking, you know how Ja was kind of like talking shit about how certain people get into the game and how he don't do things to get attention, to get into the game. Basically, I just keep feeling like there's a rapper that's coming out or an artist that's coming out and saying how they feel. And they just really don't give a fuck, basically. And they're just kind of calling out certain secret relationships to destroy this character. I'm just telling you guys, like, I'm just saying what it is, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just telling y'all how it is, you know what I'm saying? I mean, look, I know people don't like him. Some people wanted me to do a reading. I'm just doing this out of the kindness, given the fact that, that, you know, like, y'all voted for him. That's what y'all voted for. You guys wanted me to do a reading on him. So I'm just doing this out of the sake of what you guys voted for, you know, because you guys put it in my comment section below. Y'all voted on it. And then he got like 32% out of everybody that was listed on that list. So I'm just going to go in order and basically focus on what y'all want me to do readings on. So again, when it comes down to, and let me just say, allegedly, let me just throw that in there just for my own personal protection, because you know how gay, flamboyant, alleged men get sensitive about telling the truth about who the fuck they really are, instead of just trying to basically take everybody's, you know, influence on Jamaican culture, or, you know, on trying to pass for being tough or trying to look like a man. But he can never pull the trigger himself. He can never actually execute the things that he wants to do for himself. He always has to have somebody to co-sign his own thing. And he never was like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, old school Drake, I respect, like, you know, the romantic music, like, you know, the shit with Lloyd and shit like that, when it was like, you know, just sexy music and stuff like that. But this hardcore, hard body, draconian Drake, I don't like that nigga. I just don't. You know what I'm saying? The dick and the booty Drake, allegedly, I don't care for that nigga. I just don't like you. Like, I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? So I'm grown, you know, you grown, and I can say whatever the fuck I want to say. So that's just what it is. And it's an opinion. And if you don't fucking like it, then I suggest that you create a bunch of robots to be yes men around you, like you usually do, and live happily ever after with that. But I'm not going to be the one to sugarcoat shit just because you have 150 million fucking dollars. Honestly, that paper is made out of cotton, and that's cotton money. So in my opinion, when you're doing things to take people's ideas, when it comes down to, you know, using the helping hand challenge as a source, but putting it into God's plan, but you want to basically use somebody else's clout and basically dick ride them because you can't make your own music, or you can't actually put out your own intention to let other people shine. That's some fucked up snake ass shit. And that's something that I'll never forgive you for. And I don't think God will ever forgive you for the bullshit that you've done. And I'm just going to stay true to that. And I just really don't give a fuck. Like, that's just kind of how I feel. Thirsty as fuck. That's the thing, you know, sometimes people will try to do anything to just kind of silence like other real people from the industry, you know what I'm saying? Because they getting all heartbroken over, you know, doing things with the Migos and doing some whole extra shit on the side. That ain't got nothing to do with nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, you make your choices, but don't be mad because other people are living their real lives and they don't have to take the route that you've taken. But that's kind of how this industry is still trying to remain powerful and in control. Do I need to answer any other questions? Let me see. When the money is made of cotton, therefore we are still slaves. I have been enlightened, truly. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, aka invest in Bitcoin. Shh, don't tell nobody. Drake has been copying other people's styles, is what Oriah says. He's not original. He just copied most of his style from Static Major's music. He is not musically inclined like his father. Interesting. Interesting. And as far as like the owl symbol, like for instance, the owl, let's keep it real. This is like an ancient Egyptian thing, and the owl is basically someone that can use as a predator to spy on different aspects in a complete 360. You understand? Or at least like a 330 or whatever, if they can't turn their head all the way around like that. But it's to basically land on their prey without their prey noticing where they're coming from. So like for instance in sicko mode, like we saw Drake falling from the sky and then falling onto somebody that looked like Ja, right? And he was wearing a red jacket to symbolize a sacrifice. And keep in mind, it's like this man is just walking through the field, not paying attention to what's happening. And then all of a sudden, this asteroid just comes falling out of nowhere, which seems to represent Drake, and land on them. And it's no different than an owl basically hunting after its prey, because the owl, like when an owl's hunting, you like mice, they can't hear like their wings go with like the air flow, so that way they're not flapping their wings so loud, and they're able to secretly move onto their prey, if that makes sense. So he even said some shit like that, to where he's like, oh yeah, I said it's all good and I accept your apology, but he's a bitch. And that's just kind of how I feel. Like, you're a bitch boy. Like, that's just what it is. Like, and it's okay if you want to dance to single ladies and live your life. I'm okay with that. But I don't, I respect the fact of who you were in the beginning of your career. I just don't respect the man that you've turned out to be. And how you're telling other people to be in this world, because it's very toxic energy. And I know that you're using hertz and frequencies that aren't on the space of actually uplifting your people. You understand what I'm saying? So I just hope that people can kind of just learn to turn off the radio. If you're a fan, that's great. But if you're not actually studying how frequencies work and how they affect you, I would actually suggest that you actually do research into figuring out what's actually dumbing you down versus what's actually building towards your enlightenment, instead of listening to this garbage trash that sounds redundant. My channel, my opinion. You are speaking that. Thank you, boo. I appreciate it. Well, let's see. Drake was probably hitting on X and got mad because X didn't want to be his boyfriend. Ooh, child. That is from a commenter, by the way, allegedly. So let's just keep it like that. Listen, people have their preferences. You know what I mean? People have their preferences, and maybe that's why people was dick riding, because niggas said that I ain't trying to be down with that. So anyway, thank you all for joining. Thank you all for donating. I think I'm done with this reading, child. I ain't got nothing else to say. I ain't really too concerned about people's lives and things like that. Let me shuffle up some cards, and as far as like closing argument, I guess. Let me find his card for my Oracle deck. You know what I'm saying? For entertainment purposes only, y'all. Yes, all entertainment. It is all entertainment, truly. I know everybody hates it when lives end, but like, I'm just going, like I said, just shuffle this for last closing situations from what he needs to learn for himself, all right? And then, we're going to push it forward. I know people don't be getting notifications and different things like that, and it sucks. And I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But I try to tell people when I'm coming on, and I apologize, you know, for that. I don't know how to fix that. I don't know if y'all can tell YouTube and tell them, yo, YouTube quit playing games. But that's the reason why I tell people to donate and to like and subscribe, so that way it builds an algorithm, and that way people can see me to do my thing. And then I'm assuming things will kind of like go back to normal, I'm assuming. Again, it's interesting. He keeps focusing on the same shit. This is, like I said, a situation to where he's positioning, like he's cool working with this person, okay, working with Sophie, but like I said before, he's just trying to work certain things out, not with her, but with trying to like balance out certain aspects of what he wants the truth to be. Magician in the mirror, it's kind of like hiding, this is in a situation, hiding the truth with what he can give to everybody else. So yes, there's this baby, but will this person want to play the role of being allegedly in love with this man and basically being okay with, you know, the financial benefits of it, basically. So this is something that she's kind of like going back and forth about, but she's like, I don't know, I might just put this to rest. And that's kind of what it is. I believe he got, the girl he got pregnant is Kiki girl. Who is Kiki? I hope it ain't Kim Kardashian. I don't think it's Kim Kardashian. So we ain't talking about her. Who Kiki? The song, okay, I don't even know about all that. Also, so sister, make sure you catch up after I hit you up, okay. Yeah, I remember the song and everything, but I'm just kind of curious who this other person is. But that's kind of what I'm seeing. He's trying to get with this second baby mama or whatever, and trying to, like I said, put on the front. But I don't think she's with it. It's like people making decisions or whatever, and if things don't go his way, I just think that he has like a horrible, I think he has a horrible way of responding to things if things don't go his way. He doesn't handle it like a mature adult. He takes it very personal, and then he tries to shit on other people because he's hurt by their rejection. Does that make sense? And that's just kind of what it is. So anyway, I'm going to end this live. We are doing Psychic Sunday tomorrow. We're going to be here tomorrow. I don't know what time. You guys can mention a time to me. And we can do Psychic Sunday tomorrow. And then we're going to continue to, if you guys have any like readings, you guys said Riri. I might do Riri on like Monday or something. And then just do some other suggested ones in between. So I appreciate all the support, and thank you for coming through. I will try 6:30. You want to do 6:30 or something like that? I'll try to see if we can do Psychic Sunday for 6:30. That sounds like a plan. So thank you guys for coming through. Thank you all for supporting. Personal consultations, hit me up at queenprodigy369 at Gmail for personal consultations. It is $40 for 30 minutes. I got you through PayPal, Queen. Thank you, babe, so much. I appreciate the support. You guys are amazing, truly. And we'll do one on Kanye, Riri. I got the whole list. We finna go through all of this. And thank you guys for supporting my videos. Love you all. And I will catch you on the flip side.